Hey, what's up, investors? My name is Devin Moreno, and I'm here in Baltimore City where I primarily invest, checking out this cosmetic renovation I just got on contract. I actually got this one under contract and the one next door under contract at the exact same time. Bargained a discount. The houses were on sale for $250 and $210. I actually bargained them down to $210 and $200. So massive discount on that, considering both are worth $400,000. One's a full gut. This one is a cosmetic. Now, the full gut, I'm not gonna go into today. Most likely the plan is to wholesale that. I'm gonna go into that in another video on whether we would wholesale flip or buy and hold this property and that property. We're most likely gonna wholesale that one. This is primarily because flipping is becoming less and less of an exit strategy as the interest rates get worse, as the market slows down. You probably don't want to fully gut a property and be like 4 months later wondering if you're gonna sell. So we're probably gonna take just this one, take a conservative approach to it, and maybe see if we can hold it. So the goal here is to spend as little money as possible renovating this. It's little money, but still making it look nice, right? We still wanna get to the higher end of the comps. So I told you that this is worth $400,000. We're thinking, okay, maybe we can get it just to be worth $370 and then see if okay, we can spend less, get through it much quicker, and take advantage of the market we know today. What exactly would I do here? So we got a couple different factors. Number one, I would look at the windows. These windows, they're all double pane windows. They all work. They're about $300 a window, so I don't want to start messing with that. Also, this is a 3-floor row home, and it's actually a 4-bed, 1-bath. The goal here is to get this into a 3-bed, 2-bath, or keep the same 4-1. We can use still the 4-1, but it's not optimal. We're probably gonna have a harder time flipping it, doing it that way. So 3-2 if we can get it. We're gonna talk about that in this video. To paint all the walls in this house, all right, for these 3 floors, is probably gonna cost us about $3,500. Just based on the number of rooms there are, based on what we have going on. As far as all of this wood, you're gonna notice this wood here. I would try to keep this. Try to use it as like the feel and flow of the entire house. Instead of actually ripping this out and putting new trim or doing something crazy like that, I'm gonna keep this wood, keep all of this hardwood flooring. At the most, I would probably just stain this flooring right here. And then you're seeing here with this fireplace, we actually want to just modernize this. Maybe paint this over, okay? Get rid of the kind of older texture style gold, but paint this over, and you can paint the fireplace to kind of like go with a certain design aesthetic. So right now, with this hardwood floor, I'm kind of feeling like just simply going neutral with a gray finish, a light gray finish on all of the painted walls, and then maybe making this either white or, well, if you have all this wood, you may actually go a completely different color. Let's say you had baseboard trim, you'd go white, maybe white here, just paint all of this white, kind of one matching tone. With the wooden finish, you could probably still get away with a white with all of this brown. So I'll throw some images on screen of what that might look like. With the electric, we're gonna notice some of the trade work here. The electric is updated as far as inside the walls. So we actually wanna try to touch that as little as possible. We might update little plates here. So change them out to white plates, change the thermostat out to a white thermostat. This flooring, although it's old, we're gonna actually leave that the same. And then we have a little half bath here. So this half bath, the tile we use for the flooring on the half bath is gonna be the same tile we use in the kitchen as well. We're actually gonna retile that, and you're gonna see why. But the walls, we would actually just either laminate over this. What we're probably gonna do is just kind of tear it out and then just laminate over top of the wood. And so that way we can get a nice new finished look, easy, put a pedestal sink here, just the same, but just make it look cleaner with a toilet there. All together, toilet's $100, pedestal sink, we'll call it $50, and then, you know, retiling this and relaminating all this, I mean, this is not gonna cost that much. You're probably looking at $300 for the tiling, and then all of that. I would go for a rough $1,500, $2,000 probably to kind of just resurface that entire space. In here, I probably would do as little as possible. Mostly, I kind of want to modernize the ceiling, and the best part about doing that is if I can laminate over top of it, I can actually use joint compound to join this to the wall, so make it a nice clean look instead of using the crown molding. The thing is though, that kind of forces my hand over here with this paneling, where as soon as I get rid of the crown molding over there, it's probably going to be very noticeable. So I may have to laminate this wall as well. And this is the only wall with this baseboard here. Here, they use the more modern baseboarding of a 5-inch baseboard. So cool, I'll just finish it up, repaint everything, and then hopefully you wouldn't even notice the difference. We'll try to keep the outlets and the floor registers and all that the same, not move that at all. Basically in here, you're noticing that this floor has a sheet vinyl. So this sheet vinyl is what we want to retile. And the reason I want to try to retile it is I want to try to make these cabinets look intentional. If I can, I don't want to touch these cabinets. I don't even really want to stain it. You'd be surprised, like staining it can actually cost a lot of money because I have to take the doors off. And then, you know, it just takes a lot of labor and the material. I end up adding up to like $2,000 just for all of this. It's just gonna be a lot. So it's like, okay, let's keep that old wooden look. And that's where some of the old wood look in the rest of the house we want to keep making that look intentional. If this was the only thing in the house, then you may be forced to like repaint it or something depending on the color scheme and palette that you chose. Otherwise though, we're gonna replace this with a granite countertop, replace this with stainless steel appliances, replace this plastic sheeting, and then make the outlooks look better. As of right now, they're kind of like haphazardly placed around there and such. We'll put this sink as an under sink, make it look a lot nicer. So ultimately that is a strategy. With that, we're gonna keep this all the same. Little modern amenities like here in the closet. It's not that necessary to pull these wireframe shelves off, but it is necessary to paint. And painting it with these wireframe shelves are gonna be already annoying. So, all right, if we have to rip it down anyway, let's just change it out for 3 wooden shelving units, make it look a little bit more modern, a little bit more intentional. Keep this the same. And the reason why is, once again, we're trying to keep it the intentional look of that old style look. I'm not gonna try to level these things out. Just keep it the same going throughout. Here, if I want to, I could switch to vinyl. The reason I didn't use vinyl in the kitchen is because it would border the hardwood. If I border the hardwood, the vinyl has a way of looking more fake, because even though it looks a lot like wood, it isn't, right? Here, I might actually keep these wireframe shelves, not really that big a deal, kind of touch over this and not do anything to this room. This room actually has a wall heater, unlike the other rooms. I might change this out for a more modern one, but I'm not gonna suddenly run ductwork to this room. That would be absurdly expensive. I'm just gonna keep this the same, keep it the way it is, not touch it at all. So let's go up into the bedrooms and I'll show you how I intend to turn this from 4-1 to a 3-2. So up here in the bedrooms is probably our biggest disadvantage. The fact that the bathroom is on top of the kitchen, which makes sense because the stack of how they would do the pipes and such, but it's over on that side of the house. That means this bedroom has sole access to that bathroom. That makes this really not a bedroom, because if anyone else needs to use the bathroom, they have to walk through this person's bedroom. So realistically, this house is actually a 3-1. That causes a lot of problems. A couple options here, quickly off the top of my head, is we could demolish all of this. Now, crazy, right? Like, because I just talked about we're trying to save money. Why would we want to do that? Well, if for best design layout, it may be the option we take, but we demolish all this and put the bathroom instead right here with access to it here. Then the bedroom starts here and becomes all of that. So now you still have a good sized bedroom, and now you've kept your 4-1 layout, and it actually is a true 4-1. Pretty expensive option though. Another option that you might think might be cheaper, build a hallway. So here we can build a hallway that leads to this with an access to the bedroom from here. This is gonna be a little bit tough electrical wise, because now we have to put another outlet here. We have to kind of move this light here, but overall we have what we need, right? We have ductwork that's cooling out this room. So, all right, cool. The only issue is kind of how big it would be. So you need a minimum of, I believe, 62 inches in order to be a legal bedroom to Section 8, and then the height of the ceiling and such, and then you need a closet, which we already have. And so we have everything we need to make this a legal bedroom. And that would be a much cheaper way to go ahead and give everyone access to the shower. So this bedroom becomes more like a kid's room or such. So if we wanted to keep the 4-1 layout and we knew our comps would support it, then that would be an excellent approach. That way it's like, all right, cool, you don't have to do anything with that. So what if we wanted to add a master bathroom? Let's go ahead and check out what that would look like. Here are our kind of options, all right? So we went through that one bedroom, we have this bedroom. Now in this bedroom, we could add another bathroom. We could make that hallway that we wanted to and add a bathroom maybe here in this spot. That might sound crazy, but all the way down beneath us, we have a basement, and the basement has access to all the pipes. The drain pipes are the big ones. So as long as we have the drain pipe and we can make a stack going downward like a bulkhead, maybe just against this corner, make a bulkhead all the way down, you can actually bring the pipes up and then make a bathroom. So then you just need the electrical, okay. We already have to bring an electrician into this room anyway because we have all these tracks. The electrician added all of this later. All of this kind of looks cheap anyway. So if we have to bring an electrician in here, then this is where we can add the bathroom as an option. Alternatively, you could bring it all the way up and add it to the room just above us, which looks exactly the same. Let me show you. So this is the room above that other room. And you're seeing, all right, water damage, you're probably gonna have to repair that roof, right? But ultimately, what I don't like about this being the master is the ceiling is lower, slightly lower. And that makes sense, right? Like we're a little higher up. There's a lot less electric here. We still have to mess around with the electric in here, but it would probably be better to just carpet this room and make this into a kid's room so that way it reduces the padding downstairs, the noise, the impact. So go ahead and carpet up here. And then, yeah, you can keep this into the kid's bedroom. It would honestly probably work out just fine. The other alternative we have is you're gonna see in this other room, through this staircase, we don't have a lot of room to bring the pipes over from the other side, okay? Because the kitchen and all that is over there. So note, it's kind of hard to get those pipes over. So what we're gonna think about doing is you could, if you want, try to get another bathroom here. There's two things about this one. Note how low the ceilings are in this bedroom. 70% of your room must have legal height ceilings. So I don't even know that this is legal. It might be. So because this is already potentially illegal, we may not be able to actually call this a bedroom. Maybe someone won't actually call it a bedroom. Now, an end buyer could, but if we wanted to rent it, then maybe Section 8 wouldn't. So we just have to factor that into our kind of math. It's a fairly small room. Now, if we were to actually demo this out and just make a big bathroom, then this whole floor can become a master suite. I actually did that in one of my other renovations on the same street, where I made just the whole top floor a master suite. If you were to do that option instead and just abandon this room, maybe keep all the other rooms the same, is you would still have to build that hallway downstairs. So now you've turned this effectively into a 1 bedroom, 2, and then a kind of a half, right? Like, because it's a small bedroom, and then a 2 bath. Probably looking at the better idea being leave this as a room for an end buyer, someone will rent it, and then just go ahead and add the bathroom over into that other room. Let me know if you have any questions about this video. I'm gonna go into other ones where I go about a little different design options and renovation techniques. I know I kind of blurred through this one fast. There's a lot to go over in these renovations, but if you have any questions, I'll put it in the next video, so comment below, let me know, and I'll talk to you all very soon.